Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Good Clean Gaming RX, and today we are back in Satisfactory. I have gotten the load completed for the second resource delivery load, so I'm going to go ahead and seal that. Whoop, hello. What's happening here? It's frozen. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and send this. And here we go. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. Alright, and there it goes. Zoom! One load all the way up in the sky. Very nice. Okay, so we're now looking for versatile framework, modular engines, and 100 adaptive control units. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll put these in. We may as well just let those. And let's see here. This was coming from that one right there. Perfect. We'll go ahead and do from there to... Whoop, player is in the way. Right there, perfect. And that'll go ahead and continue running those. We'll take this, let's see, that's what's coming from that one. So I'm going to go back over here. Oof. A bit frenetic, as you can see. Hello, there we go. And we'll go ahead and, yes, we want this to continue going. But we also want to be able to pull the modular frames. Those are coming from here. And we're going to need some plate there, some reinforced plate. So, I'm going to find my reinforced plate right there. Good. Okay, and that's making the reinforced plate and the modular frames right there. Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and take that down since we don't need that. And then this is the one that needs the modular frames. So I'm going to go ahead and break that off of there. Where's that one going? Hang on. Oh. We'll go ahead and take that off of there. And we'll see. Perfect. And that should be taking those modular frames right into there. And then that will continue to produce the versatile framework. Alright. Good, good. Right, so let's go, sorry about the hang there, and see what more we can research now as far as milestones. Also, we can check our fixes. Ooh, we've got a bunch of tickets available now. Go ahead and take those 4. Very good. Overclock production is complete. Very good. Let's see if there's anything else that I can research here. Flower petals. Nope, can't do that. Nutrients. Power. Power slugs. Okay. Power shard. We can go ahead and research that here momentarily. Do I have any? I don't think I've got... Yes, I do have some. Good. How many do we need? 100? And another 4 of those. Perfect. Well, let's go ahead and check on our milestones here. Wrong one. There we go. Okay, so we've got Tier 5 and Tier 6. Opened up. Monorail and jetpack. Ooh, those would be nice. Filter and gas mask. Oof, definitely can't get those quite yet. So, let's see about oil processing. Very good. Let's go ahead and select that milestone. We'll put in the stuff that we have for it. Very good. We also need 50 of the motors, which we've actually got a decent capability to make those, I believe. And we're going to go ahead and we'll take a look at this next piece of research. And okay, we'll just have to remember it. We need a bunch of cable. Need 100 total. And then we needed a total of 25 of the reinforced plates. Which reinforced plate we should be able to make. Perfect. What do we need for this? We're going to need some more screws. And some more iron plate. Thankfully we've got a whole store of it there. No power on that one. Okay. 23, 24, 25. Perfect. Let's go ahead and research that second tier of power slugs. Start research, 3 seconds. Perfect, and that one is complete. Alright, so it looks like we can find and make a purple power shard, but it looks like we're going to have to find a purple power slug first. So, can't do anything more with that. Let's go ahead... Well, what's this? Yeah, let's go ahead and research the silica. Silica researched. Okay. New parts. That could be fun, to be able to colour things. We're close. Let's see if we can do that. I'm sure that we've probably got some extra screws down there somewhere. And we can see about picking up some... There we go, there's some screws. And I think I've got some copper wire somewhere over here. There we go, perfect. Per minute. Power shard. Ah. So we can overclock it now. Yeah, not by a whole lot though. Okay. Oop. Let's go check and see. I thought I had some pipes making over here, some steel pipes. Perhaps I took those down. Yeah, I think I took those down. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and I'm going to convert these to steel pipes because we need those. And then go ahead and run over here and take a look and see if we have a free assembler somewhere. What's this one making? Yeah, we'll go ahead and swap production on this. And we're going to go for a motor. Put those 100 rotors into there. And I believe somewhere around here I've got a whole bunch of stators. So let's take a look around and see if I can find them. Nope, not there. Probably in my truck. Go ahead and take a look over there. There we go. Perfect. We'll go ahead and take those then. Oh, hang on. What's this? Okay. We must have left some of those behind. Let's see, that's a constructor, so which one am I looking for here? Oh, nope, that's totally separate. Oh my goodness, I've got a little bit of a mess here, I think. Okay, that's making the plate. That's making those. We want to go all the way up here, I think. Modular frame. Perfect. And that'll go for a little bit longer now. What have we got here? This one's needing the modular frames. Oh. Perfect. Well, kind of a little bit. Okay. This one was changed, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to still sending those, very good. Nope, this one's completely done, so we're going to change the recipe here, and I'm going to go for motor right there. I'm going to go ahead and drop the stators into there, and drop the motors in, turn that off of standby, and we're going to go ahead and disconnect this here, so that will accumulate those there. We should have enough, well, 2 rotors and 2 stators for 1 motor, so we're not quite going to have enough of those. Let's take a little look around and see. Perhaps if I've got, there we go, I've got a bunch more motors here. More rotors. So we'll go ahead and drag enough of those in to finish that. Perfect. Okay, and that'll make the 50 motors that we need. Let's go ahead and check on that steel pipe production. That one was back there. Okay, what's going on with my foundry? Running out of iron ore. Why is it running out of iron ore? Oh. Because it's going through this foundry. Okay. Well, perhaps it's time we upgraded to a better miner here. Although that's really not the problem, is it? That's the problem right there. Okay, so Q, we're going to go to logistics, and I'm going to go 3. Speed that up some. We don't quite have enough there. So, oh boy. Go ahead and pop that in there. Run those through. Okay, good. Alright, so we're going to go up to the second story here now. Go ahead and pick that up, we don't need that. Check on all the different, those are being made, very good. And these, oh, well, perhaps it's this side that we need to connect those up to then.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
Got a little bit of increased speed. Good. Looks like those are holding up nicely. Okay. Perfect. So, ooh, that's the other thing we need, is those copper sheets. So let's go ahead and get good. Ooh, can we take that? We can. Good. And no power for that one. Let's go ahead and select some more copper sheets here. Put that in. And then see, I think we can join up to this one. Ooh, missing cable. And that should go ahead and start making those. What have we got here? Smelter. There's some more pipe. That's managing to make at a pretty decent rate there. So, once we get the oil production, I believe that means we'll be able to make possibly some oil generators? No power. those. And we don't have any more of those sheets up here. We can go ahead and make some more copper sheets. Wow, time just flies by when you're having fun. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and put those into there. Oil processing. Let's see here. So that'll do the oil extractor, the oil refinery. Then we can make plastic, rubber, fuel, petroleum coke, circuit boards, and scanner updates for crude oil. Okay. Truck manufacturer. Computer, modular engine, adaptive power control, industrial fluid buffer, empty canister, packaged water, packaged oil, packaged fuel, heavy oil residue, liquid biofuel. My goodness, then what have we got in here? Expended power, oh, there we go, fuel generator. Consumes fuel to generate electricity for your power grid, has an output, so feeding fuel can be automated. An input, sorry. Conveyor belt Mark IV. And Caterium ore. I've already found some of that actually. Jetpack. Okay. Monorail train. Oh wow. Leaf freight car. Railway, train station, freight platform, fluid freight empty platform. My goodness. Oh, this could be a whole lot of fun here too. Oh, we're gonna have to go through the different ones here though. So, industrial manufacturing will be the next. After we've got our refinery, oil processing finished. Mask. Breathe normally in poison gas. Consumes filters from your inventory when you are in poisonous gas. This gas mask filters filter out pollutants in the air. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to hurry up and work on that one. Then we're going to go for industrial manufacturing, and then I think we're going to work on the gas mask so that we can make it safely into the sulfurous biomes, or where the sulfur is. And then we can see about getting the sulfur that we need for making gunpowder, and that's going to open up a lot of things. Okay, so let's check on our wait a minute. Perfect. Let's go ahead and start that research, and we'll get our color gun. And, oh, that'll be very easy to make those. Okay, very nice, very nice. We'll be able to colour things. Okay. Okay, so the next step that I've got to work on is upgrading and updating again my manufacturing process. I'm actually going to be changing the way that I make just about everything. Let's see here. This one, why is that one blocked? It's not. Okay, good. That one is though. Okay, so as you can see, I've set up a couple of storage containers there, and these are essentially in the process of loading up iron ore, and this one is in the process of loading up coal. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to create a giant bank of foundries here. It seems that everything in the second tier now is requiring steel, so I'm just going to go ahead and create a bank of foundries here, which I'm going to need some modular frames for. So we're going to go downstairs and get those. Don't mind if I take those. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that too, because that's kind of in the way. And we'll get rid of that one as well. Let's check on this here. Good, making some good progress on those. Alright. So essentially what I'm going to do here with these foundries is I'm going to go ahead and create a offset line for each of them, and I'm going to essentially stack them. So let me demonstrate here. I'm going to go ahead and we'll put a logistics and we'll put a splitter, and we're going to do that right out, right there, right out from my storage container, and it really is like perfect. And that's just going to go ahead and fill this up with all the iron ore that it can fit. And of course it stopped now because there really was not a whole lot of room in there. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to create a foundry. And let's see here, we need it to face this way. I'm going to go ahead and do this one all the way out here on the edge as much as I can. Right there, it looks like is about as close as I can get it. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create, I've got those, I'm going to do this one into there. Now the next thing that I'm going to do then is I'm going to create another, I suppose this will be a stackable one. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a conveyor pole stackable. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. And put that one right there as well. Perfect. Okay. And then this one is going to come right off of there and go down here. Very good. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create we need a splitter right there. So we're going to go ahead and create one of them. Put it right here, stack another one right on top of it, and then we're going to delete that one. Now, what that's going to enable us to do, oops, I'm going to set this to number 3, very good, and then we're going to go ahead and run this out to there, and that should belt is too short. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that then. Perfect. And we'll just do that. And that's going to go ahead and run iron ore right into the foundry. We're going to select the steel ingot. And we're going to see about bringing some power up here. There's my power line junction. We'll go ahead and bring this up to here. And then we're going to bring these and we'll stick one in front of each of where these foundries are going to go. And then we'll just jump that right into there. Perfect. And that's got one of those going. So we're going to repeat the process for the next two, or yes, the next two foundries we'll be able to do without having to do this again. We could continue to put them out this way if we wish to. So I'm going to go ahead and just put out a couple more foundations out here. There we go. And we're just going to make a whole bunch of steel. And then we'll just funnel all that steel into a storage container up there. And then we can do any kind of splitting, sorting, any of that after that's completed. So, let's go ahead and create that second foundry. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out just a little bit so that we've got room for both of those to come down and join into it without too many kinks. Be right there will be good. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to run one of those to there and one of these to there, and that'll run coal and iron to that one. I'm going to go ahead and we'll run a power pole from here to right there, and then that one. Set this to steel ingot, and that'll go ahead and produce steel ingots there. And last of all, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. Put up another foundry. This one can be back a little ways, so we'll go ahead and put that right there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to run this one will go to here, and this one is going to come around to here. So we'll go into the bottom there, and that one there, and then this one will go right there, so those are not physically crossing. Hello? Hello? Come down and visit us sometime, will you? I don't think so. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and we'll run the power line from there. Perfect. Set this to steel. And we now have 3 foundries making all the steel we could possibly want. Until it doesn't quite make it enough. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a merger for this. Conveyor merger. We're going to go ahead and rotate it so that the output is facing forwards. And we're going to place it so that it's right in front of this middle one. There we go, good. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do the same with this one. And do the same with this one. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a storage container right up here. And we'll kind of put that running off this way. And then join that into there. And we'll have all the steel we could ever use going into there from each of those. Now, what I really need to do is, instead of using that one, I'm going to go ahead and use a Mark III conveyor belt there so that it can transport those from the merger a little bit faster, and that will just build those up very quickly right there, and it's transporting them almost as quickly as it can make them here. As you can see, there's only a very little hitch in there, and that's just filling up steel as fast as it can go. Very good. Okay, so we've got all this open space over here, which means we can essentially replicate the setup that we've done there and can use these, split them out so that we're making each of those constructors into making the different steel parts that we need. I'm actually going to run it out this way though, because I need those to be a little bit more accessed out this way. This is going to wrap up today's video though. We've gotten that second load up to the space elevator, and we are well on our way to learning the next few steps. So I'm going to go ahead and log off. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care everyone. Ta-ta.